Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually from the state of Colorado in the United States originally. So my parents are visiting and they decided to bring me some snacks from the airport that are supposedly emblematic of our state. Now when it comes to food culture, the United States isn't really like state by state so much as we have like regional or city food. So the foods I have are basically what the airport tourism shop has decided should be emblematic of Colorado for various reasons. So let's get started with the first one, which is some taffy, and I think it is commissioned directly for that shop in the concourse at the airport. Taffy is not necessarily something that I think of specifically when I think about my childhood growing up in Colorado, but it is something that was there, so I will go ahead and try it. For those of you who don't know, or if you don't have it, taffy is basically just a gummy sugar candy that's mildly flavored, often with fruit. So they come in multiple colors, but I'm just gonna pick one at random. Great, this one is orange with a hint of brown and green. Taffies are wrapped in wax paper so that they don't dry out, which is what keeps them soft and gummy and that kind of taffy classic candy flavor. Something that I think of when I think of like old time candy. So it's very gummy, but it has a very artificial sort of orange sherbet kind of a flavor. It's a taffy. If you've had a taffy before, you know what this tastes like. Next, I have teriyaki beef jerky, and it's pretty Colorado, I would say. There's that whole Wild Wild West thing, which is sort of the Colorado cliche from the gold rush era, the 1800s, when everybody was heading west in search of riches. Colorado is also an agricultural state, so we have plenty of cows once you leave the city. So when I think of food things from Colorado, this is pretty representative, I would say. This happens to be from Boulder, which is the hippy-dippy sort of granola crunching town that I went to college in. Should be interesting. Right out of the package, it has that kind of sweet teriyaki smell to it, but it also has a smoked scent because it's jerky. Jerky is basically just a dried, cured strip of meat, and this is beef. So the first thing that I'll note is that it's not very tough. A lot of the times jerkies can be really tough, and they're actually not my favorite for that reason, but this one's not very tough. It has a nice sweet sort of teriyaki flavor. And last but not least, I have mountain seeds. These are chocolate pebble candy. It says on here, grow your own mountain range, plant rocks 1 to 2 miles apart, water in late afternoon, cover with 6 feet of snow in winter, matures in 1,000,000 years, money back guarantee. So that's kind of cute. I will say I'm enjoying the Rocky Mountain theme. It's kind of inevitable if you are from Colorado that you're going to interact with them some way or another, whether you're doing stuff in them or not. They're so prominent that we actually use them as our way of orienting ourselves with our direction. So like you always know you're going west if you're facing the mountains. So they've made these look pretty convincingly like pebbles. It's pretty amusing. Let's give one a try. It's just a milk chocolate with a candy outer flavor. It's sort of like if an M&M were shaped like a pebble. It's not bad. And that's all I have for snacks from my state. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting or amusing. And if you did, you might think about subscribing. Give it a thumbs up as well. You can also find me on my podcast that I do every Monday called Bottom of the Mainstream. And I will see you next time.